What up, peeps? Björk is here with yet another Destiny clip with my teammates as we kill Crota in Crota's End hard mode. I will be the sword bearer in this round, and we use the popular tactic where we all go to the center, kill the sword guy, then hit the Crota 3 times if possible, and just repeat it till he's down. There's actually quite a lot of mistakes by me in this, and well, mostly timing problems and stuff like that, but I thought this was rather a cool run nonetheless, and you can actually see quite clearly how we went and beat his ass, even though it wasn't as perfect as our second run. So in this first stage, you should leave the knights to someone with super ability, so that everyone can get the orbs to recharge their super abilities, because it'll come in handy in later parts of this stage. Also, there's no rush going outside, because the timer won't start until someone leaves this indoor area, so you can just team up here before going out. And it's a go time. So we send 2 titans to the right to make the bubbles so the boomers can't shot us, and everyone else goes to here sniping the swordmen. And soon you'll actually see my first mistake. So when I try to grab the sword, instead I just walk past it. So we lose some precious time right here. And the first go command, I'll say it here to shoot the Crota, so I just turn right away and go back smashing the heck out of him. And the rest of the commands comes from the guys on that balcony there, so when they say go, I go. And it's pretty much just timing, perfect timing needed for most part of this game. And so as I failed to pick up the sword in the beginning, that's why we just settled on two runs with the one sword. And here's another example of almost fatal mistake. I had a low health, and when I tried to go through the boomers, they almost shot me to death. And I used super there to get my health back, because I have the helmet apotheosis wheel, so I can get, every time I use super, I get my health back, and without it I would have died. So that was mistake number 2. And here we are basically waiting for Crotas on the right side now, so we're basically waiting him for going back to the center, so we can continue with the same tactic as before. And here you can actually see the gatekeeper right there. He's one of the additions to the hard mode, but you can pretty much ignore him if you use this tactic, because, well, he just stays right below us and won't do anything. Here's another mistake-ish sort of issue. Sometimes the sword guy goes behind the pillars, and it's really hard to hit him from those positions we have, so someone, usually me or the sword bearer, has to come down here and try to get him, lure him out of there to the center so everyone can kill him. And here's actually one more quite risky thing I did. The Crotas already started running to the right, but I still came back and hit him. And also slashed him while he was getting the shield back. So That was super risky move because the boomers on the left side could have killed me easily, but luckily nothing happened and we got to the ogre pod. Now this is another tactic, especially for this hard mode. So the first ogre comes from the door on the left there. So some of us goes here and two of us goes upside killing the trolls. And I'm just fumbling around here. But as soon as the ogre comes from the door, everyone just starts shooting at him so he can't do anything. Like so. And after he is killed, everyone should go quickly to the outside and start shooting at the second one. And the second one usually walks behind that plate there, so it's rather useful if one of us goes outside here. And if you go over here, the Crota or Boomer can't shoot you, so it's rather safe point. So now that the ogres are gone, you just pick up the same tactics we've used before. But actually here's a small mistake, nothing too serious, but we used so much time in there, so we decided to stay indoors, and instead I jumped to the balcony and then came back here, but luckily nothing happened. And the reason why we go inside is that in a minute Crota will start running to the right, so we basically need to wait him out till he goes back to the center and we can go to the balcony and start shooting and do the tactics all over again. Around here you can actually see some of my teammates shooting at the boomers, which is good stuff to do because when you leave these doors they usually tend to shoot at the door, killing or harming your team, so it's better to kill one or two off before going outside and before Crota's going to the center. And here's my second to last mistake. I waited way too long at the balcony, so again wasting precious time before getting the sword. And right after this one is my final mistake. I got too greedy, so I started hitting at the Crota because I wanted him down, and he got his shield back, and if it hadn't been for the enrage he just would have killed me instantly. So stupid mistake, but luckily it paid off. And in this final phase you just ignore the oversoul and throw everything you have at the Crota and hopefully kill him before the oversoul kills your teammates. And as you can see, most of my teammates died at the end, so this was really close one.